A judge, racist, bigoted, made remarks, now is in trouble. Let's put up the picture of this judge. It's a shame that I have to do a segment about a black woman who has decided to become a reflection of her own historic oppressor. A New York judge has been suspended last December after allegedly making vile, bigoted remarks and accusations while on the job. I got the receipts. Brooklyn Surrogate's Court Judge Harriet Thompson, that's her name. She was suspended with pay in December 2021 after the Inspector General for the state courts substantiated misconduct claims against her. Let me tell you what they are. According to the papers filed by the Office of Court Administration as it seeks to uphold the suspension, Judge Thompson called 4 other judges gay, racist F-words who were, and I quote, all effing each other and I quote, trying to ruin me and get me. Judge Thompson, who was elected to a 14-year term in 2018, also said, and I quote, I hate these gay white men. Being gay is an abomination to mankind. She even claimed some judges had to sleep with certain people to get ahead. New York Chief Administrative Judge Lawrence Marks decided to put on the sideline, make her inactive, following the filing. Let me say this very clearly, because there are many who will say, well, she's entitled to her opinion. That is correct. She is entitled to her opinion. She made these statements during office hours. She is a judge, which means when she has an inherent bias, her bias contradicts the very oath she took to become a sitting judge in that district. Let's put up the picture of this guy. It was really interesting. So Thompson, who made a bunch of money, $210,000, $211,000 in 2021, according to See Through New York, also allegedly said that she did not like Hispanic people, accusing them of being liars. Once again, how do you fairly judge a Hispanic person in front of you if you think they all are liars? Get my point? They have a deceitful trait that goes way back to biblical times, she said. The court papers allege, she said, the OCA claimed, Judge Thompson said, that whenever she has a case involving a litigant with a Hispanic sounding name, she assumed the litigant was a liar. There's more. We got additional information. It goes beyond that. From the appalling comments included, once saying a gay judge was fat now from all of the evil he was doing, and criticizing a black judge for having blonde hair, the OCA claims. She also allegedly called a black judge a house N-word and a puppet for the white man. Thompson, who previously served as a civil judge starting in 2011 for a 10-year term, allegedly once said that a female court employee is a prostitute. I think her boyfriend is pimping her. Once again, she's making all of these statements on the record during office hours. In December, the IG, Inspector General, referred Thompson's case to New York's Commission on Judicial Conduct, the body responsible for investigating allegations of misconduct against judges and making disciplinary recommendations once their probes are concluded. The CJC's investigations are confidential, so you will not get a view or review of them. She filed a suit in April arguing that Marks and OCA wrongfully suspended her without giving her the opportunity to defend herself. Thompson also claimed that false accusations were made against her by a disgruntled court employee whom she had barred from her cases for alleged misconduct. But since the CJC's investigations can take at least 2 years, Marks determined that it would not be appropriate for Judge Thompson to continue to preside over judicial matters for the duration of the commission's investigation, according to the court papers. This is an important story to highlight, and we've highlighted racist judges on this show many times. We also called for the resignation and firing of judges many times. This woman making these types of racist statements against individuals who are in front of her is more than problematic. Ladies and gentlemen, things like this, they have a way of defining us to the negative. She said racist things. She said bigoted things, but she also likely ruled in a way that was contrary to justice. So while we may talk about her opinion on the record, let's also talk about the historical dynamic of her being a judge on the record and how her bias influenced her the wrong way. Jackson, thoughts here?
So this is why standards are important and why every position within society can't necessarily be held to the same standard or to the same, measurements with whatever it is. If you're in a position where you're making decisions on if people go to jail or if they get to see their children or if they get access to maybe a property that they got cheated out of, and you inherently believe that all Mexicans, they don't be telling the truth. You know what's up with them. That's probably going to impact the way that you decide, and we have evidence of that. And, what really stuck out to me about this story that's the most important is the fact that she was elected, over 10 times. She served many terms. And this is why our involvement is so important and why it has such immediate and direct impacts and results, and why it's so important that we really, really stay with it, because people like this can go under the radar very easily.
Yeah, agreed. And let me say this. I know some people are going to say, Doc, why are you coming after the black woman? Why is the black woman coming after other disenfranchised groups? That's my question to you. Why is she doing that? She should know by experience, this is not the way to contextualize another human being.